All right. Happy Art Day. Here's what we'll be doing for my challenge this week. We'll be making some cootie catchers. I think that's what they're called. You might call them something else. So I've got 2 pieces of paper, right? Now, I think this is also in my little calendar thing I posted on the website and on Google Classroom. So if you want to see some other videos on how to do some paper folding things, check that out. This is super simple. I know a lot of people do this already. I've seen many of these made in the art class. So let's go over some our materials. I've got some paper. This is some sketchbook paper. You can use notebook paper. You can use paper from like printer paper, whatever you've got available. So I've got some paper. I've got a ruler because I need to do some measuring, and I need a pencil. Grab this pencil right here, and then we'll get into coloring supplies once I get it all set. So you need a perfect square. Now, if I had my paper cutter here, this would be super easy because I could just measure it on my paper cutter and then cut it and then be done. So let's measure the short side first. That is 9 inches. So I need a 9-inch by 9-inch piece of paper. So I'm just going to measure 9 inches right there, and then measure 9 inches on the other side. And then I'm going to take my ruler. Can you see that? Yes, you can. And then, boom, I've got my little line, right? Now, yeah, I'm using the fancy 2 camera, so you can see both. See me talking and see the paper. So now I've got this line. Now, there's 2 things I could do. I could cut it with scissors. So if you have scissors, or if you need help, ask your brother, sister, or your mom, or your dad, or whoever to help you cut safely. Right? I'm cutting away from myself. I'm not cutting towards myself. And I'm making sure my fingers are not near the scissors. Now I have a perfect square, 9 inches by 9 inches. We could save this paper and draw something with it. I'll put that to the side. And then for the other one, I'll show you a different method. If you don't have scissors ready and you just have a pencil and a ruler, let me show you this one. So again, I'm going to measure it out to 9 inches. And 9 inches. Boom, just like that. I just made little tiny marks at the 9-inch mark. And now I'm putting my ruler down. Same thing, I'm going to make that little line. Boom, just like that. So I've got my line. Let me move this. There we go. Now we can see a little bit better. Perfect. So now this time I'm going to fold it. I'm going to fold on that line. Right? So I folded right on top of that line that I drew. Now I'm going to fold it back. Right on that line, right on that edge. Folding back and forth. I'll do it like 4 times. And now I'll take my fingers and gently rip it. Put it on the paper, pushing down and kind of pressing outwards. That paper will rip into a square. Now I've got that little bit on the end. If you go a little bit slower, that might not happen. I'll cut that off with some scissors. But now I have 2 squares for my cootie catchers. Right? So here we go. This is how we fold them. I'll do it 2 times because I got the two papers. I'll fold this to like the middle. Not like the middle. Fold it to the middle. Fold this one to the middle. Right? Just like this. There you go. Fold this paper to the middle. Fold this paper, this corner to the middle. I keep saying paper, this corner. So now I've got my 4 corners folded in. Now I'm going to flip it over, right, just like that. And I'm going to fold this to the middle, this corner. Fold this to the corner, or to the, I keep mixing up my words. Fold this to the middle. Now you can see my paper's kind of, oh, maybe you can't. My paper's kind of see-through, so I can see where the middle is. It's a little easier the second time. Folding all my corners into the middle. Boom, boom. Now what I'll do is on this side, right, I'll fold it in half this way and fold it in half. Or wait, no. Fold it in half this way so it makes 2 little squares. And then fold it in half the other way to make 2 little squares. And then I can open it up. And I have a cool little cootie catcher. Check that out. Now we'll do 2 versions. One I'll make the game that you can play with it. And then the other one I'll make it into a little puppet, depending on what you're interested in or what you want to make. So paper here, again, you're folding to the middle. You're going to fold all the corners into the middle. It's okay if they're a little uneven. It's not going to be completely perfect. It'll still work. Right, so folded them into the middle, like that. Flip it over. Fold the new corners into the middle. Just like this. Again, if they don't line up perfectly, it's okay. Fold it in half to make a square. The little sides like that. Fold it in half again to make the square. And then you can put your fingers in the back. Be gentle with that, you might rip your paper. Now I have another little cookie catcher. Check that out. Pretty cool, huh? So let's decorate these. Let's do 2 different things. This one will be the game, right? So I'm gonna open it to this side, flip it up. Now this is where I'll write the like little predictions, right? So this one, if you pick this, we'll do you are a talented artist, right? On this page, I'll do, what can I do? Talented artist, you are kind. We'll keep them all positive. Let's keep them all positive. So you are a talented artist, you are kind, you have nice hair. Keep another positive compliment, little prediction. And we'll have you will grow up to be a star. Cool. So you can put any little notes in there, right? And we'll fold those back up. And on the insides, you'll put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, when we play the game, if someone picks 5 or 6, it's the same fortune, right? But you could have 2. You could have 1 for 5 and 1 for 6. I just put 1 in for both. It's totally up to you. So now on the outside, you could either write the colors. I'm going to color them. So I'm going to put blue there. Now I'm doing it super fast, right? So you get the idea. You can make your own. But if you want to take your time and make these super cool, decorate them, I'd love to see that. We'll do pink. I like pink. So this is how you play the game with the cookie catcher. So I would have my catcher like this. You'd pick a color. So let's say we pick orange. We'd spell out orange, O-R-A-N-G-E. Then you pick a number. Now our options are 1, 2, 5, or 6. I'll pick 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we would pick one of these. And let's say they pick 8. We could do another round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then if they pick 8 again, we can open it up. And let's see what their fortune is. You will grow up to be a star. Check that out. So that's how you can make this into a game. You can put your own little fortunes in there. Whatever you want. It could be a game to like play tag or whatever in the house or outside. But colors, numbers, and then your fortunes on the inside. Sweet. So there's one. Now we have this other one. This one's blank. You could turn this into a puppet, right? So if you want to do a little puppeting, I'll make it into a dragon or like a little lizard. So I'll color. I don't know what the best way to color this would be. I'm just going to kind of hold it open and color it. Again, I'm using my fancy highlighters. If you've got markers or colored pencils, completely up to you what you want to use. I'm going to need a black. Maybe I'll just use a pencil. I'll use a pencil for this. Making a little lizard. And then we'll do... And again, mine's super fast, but I want you to be able to create a super cool one. I'll show you this in a second. So take your time, make a super detailed one. Here's my little lizard puppet. There's his eyes, and on the inside you see his teeth and his tongue. Boom, check that out. So you can use this fold to make either a cootie catcher game or a little puppet. You could do different animals or faces or whatever you'd like. I made a little lizard guy. You could even take it a step further and get a piece of paper that was... Oh, maybe I'll do that. To show you. I'll take... So I cut a little tongue. And I'm going to take a little tape. I'm going to tape it inside. Now we've got a lizard, there we go, with a little tongue. Oh, it's not sticking down right, there we go. A lizard with a little tongue. So again, you can make a little puppet, just like that. So that is our little paper folding challenge for the week. Make some little cootie catchers or puppets. If you want, you could send me an email with the pictures of the stuff you make, or you could post it in the comments of the post. If you post it in the comments, then we'll be able to see all the cool art you make, and we can all talk about the stuff that we made, right? So looking forward to it next time. Have fun making the little folds, your little games, and then I'd love to see some pictures of it. See you next time.